There we go. Libra's got it in. They do like the pop-ups. Oh, the cattle carp. Swam towards him a bit, give us the clue that we thought it was a catler.
Yeah.
Very often do that, don't they?
Very pale, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like what boy.
Lovely. It's not that sort of rodeo. Would you? We say a t-shirt.
Yeah. Is that us?
Hey. I think so. Like, oh, he's lovely in the light there, isn't he?
Beautiful. Let's get rid of that blue thing. So
Yeah.
Hold him all right there.
Yeah.
Looks good.
When he goes, he goes.
Lovely stuff. Beautiful fish there.
Way
A
up.
silver bullet.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Oh, facing.
You got him, yeah? Got the
Yeah. Get rid of him. Well, it's about an hour before lunch on the last day. I'm in the bungalow closest to the house with Libra Force Butler. And, we're all out carp attack today. Bruce has kindly given us an extra rod which we're sharing, and then we got another 4 carp rods between us. This is my exciting line down here. This one's fishing in close with a back lead on, straight down here, and start to see a few swirls because the water's about 4 feet deep. The big carp come in and they start to give signs and indications that they're there. Little tiny puffs of oil coming up off the pellets, perhaps when they swallow them, or perhaps when they pass them through their system. I'm not sure. But when you see a swirl and then the alarm goes, it's very exciting. Started this morning with 2 Siamese carp, one about 55, the other one about 45, and then banged a big fish scale ball of ground bait wrapped around the lead with some corn right up against a tree up here, and lost what I think was quite a big tambaki. Had it on for about 2.5 minutes. Thought he'd bit me off, but just a hook pull. Libra's got PVA bags in the middle with bags of pellets, a couple of nutcrackers on one, wafter on another one, and a spare rod down there. That one's on a couple of wafters, I believe. But this is the exciting one. Just hoping sometime during the day they'll come in. We've got quite a few pellets left. No point taking them home. Stick them in and hopefully get 4 or 5 runs off inside line later, and emulate what Chicken Danzak did yesterday with a beautiful Siamese carp of around 150 pound plus, and hopefully get a 100 pounder. That'd be nice. I don't mind either way. Just chilling out. Finished with a big Y catfish yesterday to save the blank. I had fish swirling on the inside line all day. I just wasn't good enough to catch them. Some might say overrated. It's fair enough. There we go. Libra's done a bit of experimenting. He's a PVA bag full of corn dry with lum, and it was a screamer. Took him right down, almost down to where Tubby and Dan are fishing. That's it. Keep him over here, mate. Keep him over here. The rod's there. He is. Oh, it's another catler. Yeah. Oh, the pliers up on the thing.
Awesome. He went for a bit of a run, that fella. Perfectly hooked.
Yeah, lovely. There we go.
Off he goes, mate.
Another catler carp. I think Libra's got a
size as the other one.
Libra's got a photo of one of them, so he's quite happy not to get his balls wet. Lovely stuff. Screamer.
John and Bruce. Biggest fish of the day.
Just had our lunch, haven't we?
Just had lunch, cracking lunch.
And the inside line's just starting to get them in it. A little bit of bread punch and a wafter. Probably the best fish I've had. 3 Siamese of 45, 55, 60, something like that. Hopefully nobody's estimating. And this one looks like a good fish. And his tail come up, and he's a long way from where I expected his head to be. Lovely. Sun shining. Bending the rod.
Oh yeah, that's bigger. Full of beans.
He's looking fish, quite dark, isn't he? Cracking angle labour force. Got a big kick in him yet, I think.
You want to come up?
Ooh. Lovely tail pattern. Ooh. Come on, girl. I'm just going to put you back. Is it this time?
It's a lovely fish.
It's a good fish, isn't it? Jurassic Park.
And there you go.
Back of the nets. There you go. Just sort of got a width of that fish. Coming a bit closer there, maybe first. Got a width of him. I think that's what happens when they're eating the pellets, isn't it? The high protein. They get that width. Deceiving sometimes when you see a photo of a Siamese, and sometimes you think, well, it's not as big as is estimated, but very often a 2D image doesn't do the fish justice.
It certainly does.
And this is an absolute Barry belter.
I'll move that. Oh,
That's
you're
all right.
going to move yourself?
Oh, brilliant.
That's lovely. Excellent. Stay like that, sir, if you can. One moment. Oh.
Oh, he's got a kick. Oh, yeah.
He's gone. It's just
Oh, sorry, Chris, I turned it.
Yeah, you did.
a little bit of medical attention in there while he's here.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Nice Siamese. Somewhere 90, 85, 90.
It's going to go 85 here.
Yeah. 85. Oh, fuck it, I've done me back there. 90. Just done me back. Well, we've had a little bit of success in the last hour or so. We're fishing on the inside line, and we're wrapping some ground bait around the lead with a couple of, well, 3 bits of punch, 20mm punch, and a wafter, and had a couple of fish. In the ground bait, we've basically got a bit of all sorts. Got some corn, good old English corn from Macro. Got the fish scale. Critter love the fish scale. Super fish scale. The green one, which is the Siamese. Bit of flavour. Got your buttermilk. Got your milk flavour. Got your molasses. Always the same. And we've incorporated a fair bit of bread, which we had left over. We bought far too much in Macro. Drunk the other day, doing the supermarket sweep. So we just smashed it up, lever force smashed it up, left it in the sun to dry out. And a little bit of lum, nothing in there now, but that's a rice husk. And combined it all, and it's turned into this lovely method mix, which would be at home on an English commercial. I think some of the pellets in there, which you get from Bruce, and it seems to be making a lovely sort of spongy, fluffy mix of that bread in there. I'm sure it's going down and breaking up. Those fish are really enjoying it, and that bit of punch wafting just above it, it's done the trick. Whether it'll do the trick again, not sure. We just had an 85-pounder, chuffed to bits with that. Number 4 Siamese, 1 lost tambaki so far, just after lunch. Let's go.
Oh, John's in again with another cattler.
I'll move to here. There you go. There you go.
Beautiful.
Bit of an arty photo and camera work there with the,
we've still got
the
the blue
foliage in the foreground.
Still got
Great,
the blue
eh?
bloody net in, I'm afraid.
Have we?
Hey mate. That's good. Like this is it. Yeah,
Oh, he's got his fin up.
oh, we've got the camera in.
Awesome.
Awesome Dawson.
Awesome.
Awesome dorsal.
Well, it's 3:30 on the last day at Teak Treat. We've got swirls and boils and blows and sediment being kicked up from the inside line. We've got them back-leaded, and we're fishing not very far out here. We're just hoping that it's going to go off again. 4 Siamese, best about 85 pound, 60, 55 and a 45 estimated. And we've had, Lee's had 2 cattler carp, maybe 3 cattler carp today actually, and I've had 1. It's been a very productive day, and we've got the best of it to come, hopefully. I'm trying to capture some of the swirls on the surface here, but as with most times when fishing, you're trying to see it. It happens when you're not ready. A couple of little blows here. We fed all the way along the front of this platform, looking up at the house there. Trees, the big teak trees on the far side, providing shelter from the wind. And then down here is the alarms. Rods are positioned well back, just the tips of the rod poking over the side of the platform, back-leaded straight down, and then the line going along the bottom to the rigs. One of them's got a PVA bag on with pellets and wafters. The other one's got a ball of ground bait around it with 3 bits of punch and a wafter. They are ready. The traps are set. Any minute. Any minute now. Maybe. I've had a couple of little liners, a couple of blows, and just get the feeling one of these two is going to go. Big swirl there, right over me feed. Come on. One for the camera. Getting fish 4.5 feet long. Their heads down in about 5 foot of water. Get the tail patterns, get the swirls. See the mud being, well, sediment being stirred up, kicked up as they're down there. Huge bodies, rooting around, picking up ground bait and pellets and corn. Just want one to make a mistake. It feels absolutely perfect. But it happens as soon as I turn it off. No diggity, no doubt. water there. Look at that. Look at that. Big tail pattern. It was John Oakley who put me onto fishing right in tight here at Teak Tree. Amazing how close these big carp come. Hey?
Got another full in there.
Little oil slicks coming up as the pellets get sucked in. Another swirl here. Got to run on. Got to run on this one, Vic. Never the one you're filming, is it? This one's not stopping. Big swirl like a Siamese, isn't it? Another catler. That will be £30 plus. Nice fish. Ah, oh, it's a good fish, that. Lovely. And there she goes. It's a lively one. Cloud of bubbles.
And jumping.
Yeah.
Well, salmon, I suppose that'd be where it probably came from.
Oh yeah, probably king salmon.
Unless it's all the tarpon between them.
What's the big three? Permit, tarpon and bonefish, is it?
Bonefish, isn't it? On the fly, bonefish
Yeah,
is
there's
very...
a three, if you get in a day, if you've done like the big three.
Oh, alright,
It's there. Yeah, lovely stuff. The sleeper rod down to the left hand side has gone off again. Is this Libra Forces Tambaki he's been so longing for? I've just had another Siamese that would have been approaching £60 I would have thought. Sun's going down, we have to pack up a little bit early today. Hey?
bumped into a lot of fish.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, they're a lot active and moving now.
Yeah, there's quite a few down there. It's scattered a few.
Yes. Keep it smooth, mate, keep it smooth. That's it. Lovely. No, that's all right. I'm pretty agile.
You don't get one to put on your cap.
Yeah, I should have one like that, yeah. Doesn't
Like a head torch.
look like a bigger knobhead than I am. Tricky. It's a head torch going down. Go on, Libra. I can tell you what, he's going more like a Siamese now, mate. That looks like a strong fish. Look at that. It's going well. Look at that angle. See what it is. Is it Mr. It's a catler. It's a good one. Okay, Libra. Lovely stuff. Textbook.
Funny fish. Well done, Paul.
Lovely.
Well done, Paul. Man the catler today.
He's in good condition. It's lively. There you go. So if the camera can see it, that's yours. Shall I let him go? Yeah. There we go. Yes. Power.
Well, one of the last fish of the trip.
With the deer watching.
There's Chippendale.
And here's the real Chippendale. Ginger spice.
Oh,
He's stocky.
He is, isn't he?
little stocky.
Stocky Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
Lovely.
Get a picture now.
Oh, God, he's been all steamed up.
Has he? I said.
Just a sec, he got us with the water when he
Yeah, I'll try and keep his tail away from me for a minute.
That's it.
His mouth's immaculately clean.
Very yellow fish.
Yeah.
And he's got a big red flash on his anal fin.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
That fish is, I would say it's well over 50 pounds. It's a real football. What a barrel.
Football.
Might be a lovely way to end the show. Well, the curtain has come down. Another cracking trip. 5 days at Teak, and everybody cooked some nice fish. Suitcases are on the table. We're all packed up. So worst bit about the trip, I'm going to go home.
Man bag ready.
Man bag's ready. Well, it's classed as a man bag, but I beg to differ. I think there was probably an average of about 12 or 13 fish per angler on the trip, I would have thought. There was varying days. Me and Dan fished 4 each. These lads fished 3 each. Fish of the trip was Dan's axe carp, the £150 plus Siamese. And Libra Forces Mekong tag team back again, would have been 130, 140 pound. And a lot of cracking carp. My best carp was fished for about 85 pound. With lots of nice rohu, wasn't there? Tim had a belter that would have been over 20 pound.
as well.
And you had a nice rohu today, yeah?
Yeah, about £20 I reckon.
No, it looked like you hooked it from the far bank.
No, it's done inside.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You must have shot something. Well, I
No,
looked
it's
up.
a
it was
weird,
mine,
weird
though.
bite. It's sort of the fish exploded on the surface, but the bite alarm didn't go off. And then it went back down, and there was a couple of bleeps. I was trying to shake the hook, or I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
It goes to show though that potentially sometimes when you are getting those little beats,
Yeah.
it maybe could be the row actually picking up and you may even have a bloody fish on, you don't know,
Yeah.
And how did you end up though, John? You had a good day in the end.
It was a good day today, yeah. 6 Siamese and 5, I think it's 5 catlers. Yeah, that makes 11, doesn't it?
Yeah.
7 earlier, yeah. Maths is terrible. But awesome trip. Big thanks to Bruce, Noon and the deer, because they've entertained us. And some cracking food, as always. Libra Force had a sandwich to remember today.
That was fantastic.
Nice muffin later.
Yeah, completely.
Loved it. Bloody loved it.
Must have seen it leaving the rice and felt sorry
Super
for them.
vibes and tight line vibes.
Forget that, right?
Load of
That
subscribe.
stuff with me.
It's on there.
Say goodbye one more time to the lake. Awesome place.